Welcome back to another video on the dictionary web app making. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to fetch the data from a REST API. So as of now, we have scraped the data and then we have built one RESTful API. Then we have deployed it into Heroku. Now we will be fetch the data from that particular API, right? So now what we are going to do, we are going to fetch the data from your using the JavaScript, right? So I will create one new folder over here and I will write let's say REST API frontend. So okay, so this is my folder name, REST API frontend. Okay, so I will open my Visual Code Studio, that's VS Code Studio, and I will just go to this open folder and I will just go to my desktop, and from there I will just uh, click on this REST API frontend, right? So now I'm inside this folder and I will create one file here, that is index.html. So I need this index.html file, as well as I need this app.js. I need this app.js file, and I have one particular extension installed in VS Code, that is the HTML. So if I write HTML, so yeah, that is the code already. That much of code is written by the VS Code automatically. So yeah, I will remove all of these extra things, and now what we will do is I will inside this body tag I will mention this one is as h1, right? And inside this h1 tag, let me close it down. Okay, h1, yeah. And inside this h1, what I will write is I will write API. Okay. And I need to add this particular app.js file. So what we will be doing is yeah, so I will write app.js. Okay, so that is the thing, guys. And I need and to check whether this app.js is already is attached with index.html, I will write alert inside this app.js and I will write js added. Okay, so let me quickly save it and I will just go to this directory and I will just double click on this index. Yes, so it says js is added. So now js is added, and yeah, so now I need to fetch the data. So I will just go back to my previous day work and I will just copy this particular URL from the Postman, and I will just go back to my VS Code, and inside this app.js I will remove this much of code and I will write let URL equals to this URL, right? And whenever we are going to fetch the data from a server, we need to do it with the fetch, right? We need to do it with the fetch. And if you don't, in case you don't know what is fetch, fetch is a promise in JavaScript. Although this video is not dedicated to promises in JavaScript, but yeah, whenever you are uh, taking the data from a REST API, you need to wait for sometimes so that the data comes from the server, right? So that exactly the promise is. So I will write one particular function and the function name will be the get data, and okay, inside this get data it will be the function and I need to pass this one URL, right? And this URL will be fetched, and inside this function I need to write the code. So I need to write this fetch, and this fetch is nothing but your um, uh, the promise, and I will write URL and then I will write .then, and inside this then I need to write one arrow function that will be the response. So response, yeah. So this is how we write arrow function in JS. So now what we will write is I will just write CLG, that means console log, and I will just print this response. I will just print this response. Yeah. And now what I need to do, I need to call this particular, okay, so yeah, this fetch is then is there. So I need to write one more then, but yeah, for right now, just keep it simple. And I need to call this particular function over here and I will pass this URL. Okay, so let's have a look. So again, I will just go to this particular server where I have write this code. I will just go to inspect, and in my local machine, if I just reload, so we will be encounter one problem, right? So let's see what this error is. So yeah, so it says access to fetch at this particular URL for origin null has been blocked by CORS policy. That means course policy. So no access control allow origin header is present on the request resource. So course is already a big topic, but yeah, let me give a little bit of introduction over here. So what is this core is? So I will refer to this particular blog over here, but let me first talk about the course. So CORS, CORS course stands for the cross origin resource sharing. So we are creating a RESTful API, and we need to take care of course, right? So it was mentioned in this blog, but what is this course? So let's say you have mentioned you are actually your application is in one server, and you are requesting data from another server. So it was in, let's say, in the just like this, it was mentioned in this particular a dot domain, right? So your server is in a dot domain, and some of the data is coming from this particular domain a.com, right? And let's say some of the information is coming from the b.com, but your entire application is in on your a.com. So whenever you are requesting data from another domain, you need to take care of this code, right? So that is the simple uh, explanation of this course, right? So you can refer to this blog, this particular blog. So it was written very uh, uh, easy manner so that you can understand. So yeah, so to get out of this, what we need to do, I need to just go back to our this flux, and I need to write some code. So for that, I will refer one more library over here, and that is okay. So let me check. uh, yeah, so I need to refer to a one particular library that is called your Flux code, right? So if you don't have this, and you need to install this, right? So you can just, for my case, it's already installed. So you need to go here and click here, and you need to install this Flask core. Yeah, you need to install this Flux core, and you can write the pip install Flux core as well. So if I just go to their official website, what we can write is pip install flux core, right? And yeah, here it is. So it says this flux extension for handling the cross origin resource sharing, so making cross origin as it's possible, right? So you need to install this, and you need to import this, and you need to pass your application. So you can write this particular command from your this terminal, right? Or you can import this like this. So what you can write, you can just go to your terminal, and from the terminal you can paste this entire code, and for my case it will be say it's already satisfied. Okay, so it says already satisfied for my case. So let me just go to their page, and yes, here it is. So this is how you should import this flux code and import the course. And once you sorry, I need to paste it over here. So once I paste it over here, I need to pass this app, right? So I need to pass this app into the course. So what we will be writing is this piece of code, right? So yeah, now we are all set. And one more thing we need to do, that is we need to just go here, and we need to write this pip phrase recruitment.txt file. So I will write re requirements requirements.txt, and it will generate your requirement.txt file. But yeah, for my case, I have yes, I have already write it down. And for my case, as I work on multiple projects, it was previously there. So no need to, for my case, no need to do that stuff once again. So for your case, you need to write that particular pip phrase greater than recruitment txt file, and you need to generate the txt file. So if I just go to my GitHub, and from this GitHub, I will just add those files as it was updated. So I will choose the files. So what you need to do, you need to choose all of these three files. No, it's two files. That one is your main file. So we'll just drop it over here. And for my case, no read of this recruitment.txt file, but you need to, if you have written this freeze recruitment.txt file, then you need to import this as well. So I will be importing for my case as well. Yeah, just commit the changes. Yeah, so now it's better way so writing some message commit messages, but yeah, I'll just in a hurry, right, for as I'm shooting the video. So I need to just go to my Heroku, and from there I need to deploy this branch. 1 or 2 minutes more. Yeah, done. Okay, okay. Okay, so it's deployed, and now if I just go to my this particular tool, if I just send this sending request, yeah, it's coming. And now if I just go to my this app, and if I just reload this, now it should work. Yes, the response is here. So so this particular uh, response says a whole lot of things, that the redirected false status and this headers as well, but we are interested in its body. So it says readable stream, but we can't read this string, right? So what I need to do, I need to just go back to my VS Code, and I need to convert this. And I'm not going to console log, I'm just going to return. I'm just going to return this one. So I will be return. Yeah, the I need to convert it, right? So I will write response dot JSON. So now I can read this entire response in JSON. So I will just write CLG. Okay, so here I will write the CLG, yeah, object, and inside this I will pass this. Okay, so let's quickly save it, and let's okay, so let's run this. It's just undefined. Okay, so I need this promise to do, right? So if it is JSON, so I need to write one more. I think I need to write one more. Then so inside this I will write data, and I will write one more arrow function. And now inside this, if I write console log CLG, let's say CLG, and now if I write data, then it should go. Right? And let's call this particular function from here, and let's check, is this running? It's running. Yeah, so here it is. So now we have successfully fetched the data from the API. So in the next video, we will be building our front-end application. So that's all for the video, guys.